Yes, now coming to the determination of melting point for benzoic acid. This is the capillary tube which is sealed at the bottom already. It is sealed. This is opened at one side. Now the sample purified recrystallized benzoic acid is kept slowly inserted into this capillary tube, where this capillary tube should be kept inside the place provided inside this Teflon opening. So now before that, see that this is the beaker, glass beaker. Here we have to fill the oil called a silicone oil, which is meant for this experiment. Silicone oil can sustain the high temperature. So this is the oil level already filled with this silicone oil kept here inside this, and there is a magnetic stirrer inside kept already, where it will stir and to distribute the heat uniformly. Now I am keeping this oil inside the chamber, and also I am keeping this capillary tube with the sample inserted inside there are 3 holes are provided here. I am keeping at the middle hole so that it will go straight and touches the coil here, heating coil. Now I am keeping this inside the oil, right? It is finished. Now let's on the instrument. This is the main. Let us start. Main is on, and heating rate is also set up to 50 minutes. Now the temperature inside the chamber is 27 degrees. So let us see the process. Now this is the point where we have to check the sample from this opening. I can see the sample clearly. So at the point of melting, we can observe from here. So temperature slowly increases. Let us wait. You can observe the temperature is rising from 27 to 32, 33. And there is a magnetic stirrer inside the glass chamber. This is the stirrer option. I increase the stirrer speed. So you can see the stirrer is rotating inside the chamber through the source of light. This is the heating rate. We can decrease or increase the heating rate based on the requirement. This is the start and stop button. Now the temperature rises to 36. The demonstration is given already in the previous video about the working function. Now we are performing the sampling of the pure benzoic acid to determine its melting point, sharp melting point. Now you can observe the temperature rise. It is rising up to 80 going on. So we have to wait up to 100 degrees centigrade so that the melting point of the benzoic acid is above 100. After reaching 100, we have to be careful while operating the heating rate and also the other options. So now the melting point of any crystalline solid undergoes 5 different stages. The first stage is moistening point, second stage is sintering point, and the third stage is collapse point, the fourth stage is meniscus point, and the fifth stage is clear point. So these different 5 stages the solid undergoes to become into liquid. So the first stage, that is the moistening stage, where the solid sample slowly undergoes moistening, but still the solid sample is there. That is the first stage. And the second stage is sintering point. That means all the solid present inside the capillary tube becomes compact and ready to melt. That is the sintering point. And the third stage is collapse stage. This is the stage where the solid becomes collapsed to become into the liquid, collapse point. And the fourth stage is meniscus point. That means the sample present inside the walls of the capillary, all the walls will be converted into the liquid, but still the solid is there inside. That is the meniscus point. And the fifth stage is clear point, where all the solid, including the walls and inside everything, will be completely converted into the liquid stage. This is about the clear point. So these are the 5 different stages where the sample crystalline solid undergoes to convert into the liquid form. Let us observe how the how the conversion and at what point the sample changes to the liquid. Yes, now let us carefully observe the temperature and also the sample. It reaches to 100 degrees. So now I will decrease the heating rate so that it will be slower. We can observe the sample clearly. Yeah, we can see now. Yeah. At 118 degrees temperature, it was completely melted. See, it was completely melted at 118 degrees temperature. Completely, this part is completely melted. You can see the liquid is moving inside. Yeah, so this is the melting point of benzoic acid at 118 degrees temperature. Okay, let's stop the experiment. Yes, so this is about the melting point of the purified recrystallized benzoic acid. So like this we can perform the boiling points also. So this is about the sampling of the purified recrystallized benzoic acid by means of performing the melting point apparatus test. Thank you.